Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to another stream. It's me, Lupo. Oh, sorry. Okay. Talked with some friends. I have a more of a overlay set up now, which I should have had before. Before I was like, hey, make the screen as big as you can, right? For the game. Isn't that the best idea? And I was like, the VTuber model's cutting off so much space, dummy. So, this should be better. I will try and speak clearly. Oh gosh. Okay, it's crazy windy out where I am right now, so I'm trying to get like my mic set up as ideal as I can. That we're not gonna, be doing anything crazy as far as that goes. Hopefully that's good. Yeah, let's get back to it. Stray Gods, Greek mythology, musicals, so good. Oh yeah, now versus where I'm like, oh yeah, my ass was blocking was blocking so much of the screen before. Now I'm cutting off only a little bit. And that's fine. I can always learn to readjust as time goes on and figure out whatever my deal is. But for now, I'm fine with this size for this stream. So, we good. Okay. So last time, I should check the journal, even though I just was playing last night. My options are our buddy Pan gave us a task. I went to see Pan in his natural habitat this time, which it turns out is a giant garden on the roof of a magic office building. Go figure. Anyhow, he's calling in the favor I owe him and sending me to some place called the Reliquary, which I get to by using a magic key and finding a shipping container on the docks to fix an idol's love life. Weird, but okay. I guess I assumed Pan's favors would involve, I don't know, mysterious things, illegal things. There has to be more to this. And then I went and talked to Apollo again, and he was like, huh, this is interesting. I thought Apollo and Persephone had kind of dismissed the idea of Pan being a suspect when we were all together, but Apollo suggested that Pan's a schemer, and we shouldn't completely disregard the idea. Pan certainly does seem like the kind of idol who could be involved in nefarious deeds, I guess. So that's where we're at. He wants me to go to the Reliquary, and Apollo's like, careful, he kind of sus. And then the other option is, I guess Aphrodite is throwing some kind of party. Apollo thinks I should go since Aphrodite knows that everyone who's anyone and might be able to help me. He's being kind of vague about what the party's about, though. Should I be worried? So those are my options. Now, do I want to go to the party or do I want to go to the Reliquary? Well, from everything I was gathering from what Pan was telling me, if I go to the Reliquary, I'm gonna maybe get to meet Hecate, the Greek goddess of dark magic. So, guess what? That sounds more interesting than the party. I want to see what that's all about. Oh, and hey, Freddy came too.
When I opened that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Oh shit, a rat.
Yeah. Instead we have... Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
Sorry about that. I had done some, again, with the settings before. It's like, why am I not seeing the game audio in here? It's coming through, though. Thank goodness. So I was told...
That's how Pan described it. He said it was a, what's the word? A reliquary?
That is where relics are kept, like magic items, like when we played D&D.
This is nothing like D&D.
Well, I don't know about you, Grace, but if a dragon came flying out of that mist, I would not be the least bit surprised.
At this point, probably
such a
not.
nerd.
Probably not.
Speaking of, how much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
Girl, Freddy, she didn't know about Persephone. She's not gonna know about Hecate. She doesn't know.
Do you know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Yes.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind.
Yep.
But she's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in her little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool.
Oh, that would be really cool.
I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
Ooh, good idea. You are
I'm
amazing,
so
Freddy.
glad I brought you, Freddy. I wouldn't know the first thing about any of this.
Nah. Well, I hope it's actually helpful to tell you these things.
Why wouldn't it be?
Because it could all be wrong. I would have never pegged Apollo for a surfer dude with confidence
Yeah, that's
issues.
fair. That's
Yeah, good
that's
point.
not what anyone would really peg him as. But how were you to know, Freddy?
The idol we're here to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is,
She
right?
doesn't know. She
No.
doesn't know.
Should I?
That's the Minotaur's real name. You know, big bullhead, horns, lives in a giant labyrinth.
I knew that.
Pan did not mention that.
Why am I not surprised?
I'm gonna guess he's not exactly dangerous for this game because we're getting that that kind of revival going in Greek mythology tellings nowadays, where it's like, yeah, the Minotaur, sure, he was a bull man who ate people who ended up in the maze, but he was just as much a victim as anyone else in his own ways of the gods' pettiness and power plays. You know, the fact that they don't just call him the Minotaur and make him a monster here is, I feel like, a good sign for positively portraying him. You know, between like a fake Grand Order with their own version of Asterion, and then him showing up in Hades. I feel like we're getting a nice sort of renaissance of, yeah, maybe he's not so bad. And yeah, as chat pointed out, if I was sealed away from being born ugly, I'd be a bit upset too. Yeah, like, no kidding.
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero
Oh
Theseus.
yeah, that's true. He
Well,
was
not
supposed
so
to have
slain after all.
been killed,
Pan
so...
says he has a problem with his love life.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends? Okay, I knew that sounded wrong the moment I said it.
The Minotaur is a hero because he... Oh, I'm not... No, Lupo, shut up, don't go down this route. Oh, why the Minotaur, he eats his girlfriends. Wink, wink. No. enough out of me.
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go, then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
I mean, girl, what the hell else can I do?
If I can, sure. Why not?
Because Pan, that's why not?
I thought you were over that.
Okay. I hope you're right.
Oh, this... Yeah, no,
Go
I
meddle in
hadn't heard about
someone's
this game
love
until
life. What could go wrong?
recently. It's just one of the things that works out for me is just looking through the games on sale and seeing this, and I saw, oh, it's about Greek mythology. Oh, it's a musical. Oh, this seems up my alley. And it is. It's so good.
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Mortals within the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege?
Oh, she big.
This knowledge is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Hey, listen, I've got my Renegade options. I might as well play them.
Listen, lady. I don't care who you are. One more word and I'll have you dancing a jig until your giant feet fall off.
Grace...
No. I've had it with being threatened. Just once, I'd like to go somewhere and not be challenged to a fight.
Fair.
You Grace?
It's time for Greek mythology mood all around. Between fork,
Then
knife, and now
Calliope is
this.
dead.
I'm in
Is
there.
that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months yet.
Oh, you knew. You knew it was going to happen. Cool. And also the shape-shifting. Hecate's cool. Hecate doesn't get enough play. So yeah,
Wait,
you
what?
knew that, though?
You knew Calliope was going to die? No, I am not informed of this for another 11 months and 3 days. Or I could just tell you now? That cannot be. It is written.
Oh, shit. I think that's Allegra Clark. Hell yeah. Great actress.
Yes, it's right here.
Great choice for
Calliope
Hecate.
joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an automobile accident and... An accident? No, that's not what happened. Are you saying the books are wrong?
Yeah. Whoops.
Look, whoever screwed up your magic book, it wasn't me.
Yeah, Grace is already getting blamed for everything.
The books cannot be tampered with. They record what is.
But it isn't.
You will explain. We will both sit and you will explain. There will be tea.
Here's the tea, sis. Here's what's up.
Curious. It is clear something unanticipated has occurred. Something outside the realm of fate.
Is that even possible?
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research.
Okay, so you're not going to
Years?
be much help,
I don't
unfortunately.
have years. That is unfortunate. If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
Hit the books. Yeah, can you speed that up a little
Is there
bit
no
at
way
least,
to
though?
speed that up? Whoever's behind it might be the murderer. Such threads are not so easily untangled. I must consult the Moirai, if indeed they are not the ones responsible. The Moi what? You might know them as the Fates. They, or any beings of a sufficiently cosmic nature, have the power to undo the order of things.
That does not sound good.
Certainly not. They are also not beings I can summon at a whim to solve your mystery. I'm sorry.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, can I meet the cool bull guy, please?
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If, he is here.
A visitor for Asterion? How strange.
Oh, here you come.
Are we doing guests? Is that a thing? I didn't know.
Wow, okay. Freddy was right.
Oh my
As
gosh.
if there was any
He's
doubt.
precious.
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
Yo, hey man. What's up? You're
That's right.
Great
I'm here to improve
already.
your love life. Or so I'm told.
me.
Did I say something wrong?
No, love life needed here. Nah, you've got the wrong man. Bull. Man bull.
Oh my gosh.
There you have it, Grace. I believe now is the time.
Oh, he's amazing. Oh, I love him already.
There must be some
Two
mistake.
sentences in.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Are you sure about that? Because I'm not going.
It is written.
Did you hear that? Pan sends me all this way and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Maybe there's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail. This was pointless.
Well, I don't think we're getting back inside. Do you have another plan?
Oh. Well, time. Yeah, let's do the musical powers.
I don't know
let's
if my
go.
powers will even work on Hecate, but it's worth a shot.
Ooh, a musical number. Do you think this one could be... do you hear what I'm hearing?
Oh, you're still here? I had to run the entire... Oh, that's a long way, innit? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send you away, alright? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Oh my gosh, she calls her Hecate. Oh, that's so cute.
Kate? You don't mean... Oh, that is so
You
cute.
right?
I heard
That's
what
what
you
I'm
said
saying,
about
Freddy.
Calliope. I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear sweet Kate. I just
Aw.
don't know how to tell her. Please help me tell her.
Yes, Minotaur matchmaking. Let's go.
Let me get this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Oh, mate, Kate is. She's just the best. Like, she knows everything and she always smells so good. Like, she's so nice to me and she doesn't even have to be. Oh, we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world. I know I could make her happy. I want to try.
I am
won't you
so
help me?
here for this. Let's do a musical number to get this, to help this man bull riz up this goddess. Let's go.
Have you tried, I don't know, talking to her about how you feel? I take that as a no.
I don't have the words. I've tried. Every time I end up knocking over a table or killing a cat or talking
Wait,
about
what?
how sometimes meat has that grisly texture I don't like.
You killed her cat? Oh, no.
It was a small cat. I panicked. I'm just not good at words. Right? Really not good.
Asterion, man. That's not gonna help.
Are you really the Minotaur? Like, the monster who roamed a maze and
Not the
ate
cat.
people?
And is supposed to be dead.
Well, my father locked me up in a labyrinth, but I never ate anyone.
Okay.
Oh. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Except Theseus. But he was
Oh, never ate anyone except for the guy who apparently was the one who.
Do you really call Hecate Kate? Off topic, I know, but I have to ask.
Sometimes she has to go into the mortal world for a short time and do things for Athena.
And
Well, she had to make up a magic disguise, a new identity. And I thought she should give it a proper name.
And you suggested Kate?
Yeah, she really liked it. She said, "Thank you, Asterion."
Oh, he's simping hard. Okay.
okay, so you're in love with Hecate. What is it you think I can do?
A muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful. All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. Please say you'll help me.
Okay. Well, this is easy peasy with my super duper muse magical powers of just making people burst into song. There you go, man. Musical number. You tell her you love her. Blah blah blah. Should work out. Yeah, the what if she does turn you down? That would be really awkward since you're both stuck living here.
Hecate might say no. You know that, right?
Well, she probably will. I mean, she's Kate. And I'm me.
Bruh, have you not seen
Just once.
Beauty and the Beast?
I'd like to be able to ask her, to say it out loud instead of thinking it. I'll still help you. No matter what she says. I promise.
Asterion, you don't know enough about the modern day internet, because if you think people would not be all over you, whew, oh boy, you, my friend, would have no problem finding people interested. Believe me. What's in
I
it for
do
me though?
this, and you'll help me in return, right?
Athena made Kate swear she's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear.
Ooh, convenient.
Maybe she never thought anyone would ask. But I'll tell you. Even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
Hey man, I'm here. Why not? Does seem a little odd though.
I don't know. Doesn't this feel a little weird?
Which part?
Helping him woo her with my powers.
You heard what Pan said. You can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do. You can only make them say what's in their heart.
Yeah, that's the part I can't do.
All right then, time to make this
I can't say I'm
bull
exactly
sing.
sure what to do.
Can't you just, start the music?
Yeah, but to do what?
Oh, leave that to me. I am so excited about this, I can't even stand it.
What exactly did you have in mind, Freddy?
Yeah.
Set up a vibe and you go for it.
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Just speak from the heart. Be honest. You can do it.
You cast a spell on me. Not literally, obviously. But I feel in summary, you and me are meant to be. 'Cause you put a hex on me. You didn't do it to me directly. I'm not blaming you specifically. Just the
keep going, man.
metaphorically. Shit, can someone help me?
It's so awkward.
I love it. You got this. Don't lose your nerve.
I'm too excited, it's hard to describe. I got a bull in a china shop vibe. Just breathe and take it slowly. Tell her you love her only and she can. I'm thinking out loud, aren't I?
It's okay. Just tell her what you want.
You rock my world and I'm telling you, Kate. You already know I'm the perfect housemate. I've never been wary, 'cause nothing is scary. I'm big and I'm hairy and my head is on straight.
Okay. I have one question. From whence comes this confession? Surely you know I know so little of feeling. I've been so alone. It's all that I've known. This idea you want more has left me quite reeling.
What do now?
Chorus.
You've cast a spell on me. It's a feeling that's killing me. But let's say categorically, oh Katie, it's just you and
I respect
me.
women. What does heck they want?
You're doing great. Give it some confidence.
I know I'm ugly and hard to ignore. I'm glad you're not the type to crave a centaur. I know you want something different in someone significant, but you're just so magnificent I can't take it no more.
These things that you claim set my interest aflame. Since you say that you know what I want, please advise. 'Cause I've never known. I feel my heart is stone. If I perish alone, I shan't be surprised.
Hey, you don't have to die alone.
We all die alone, Asteria.
Jeez.
Convince her.
This romantic number's turned into a bummer.
You cast a spell on me, and I'm ashamed of what your magic has done to me. I could have kept my mouth shut, now it's agony. And you've gone all weird, and that's what I
Freddy, you're smart. You help.
Someone please rescue me.
Freddy, you gotta step in. Me? Yeah, you're just as qualified as I am. Hecate, I'd say he's really put himself out there. No, he cannot undo. It's a brave thing to do. Wish I had his daring. I'm saying that I've missed out before. Last chances rushed out that exit door. I could never let my heart be heard. And it's withering. Now I'm reconsidering. I have always counted on you to speak to me honestly. You're at my beck and call. I've never thanked you at all. And yet you still love me. I let travelers know which way to go, but it bothers me. My own path I forego always seemed apropos. Yet where has this led me?
Maybe one step across the line will weave its own spell in given time.
The thought with which I must contend is, can I love my best friend?
Live a little.
Very well, Asterion. I accept your proposal.
Can you lead? I ain't prepared for this.
My heart is a shiver so hard to describe. These feelings I feel coming up from inside. It's unexpected, I barely know what to do. All this seemed impossible, yet now it's come true.
I feel like our story's about to begin. Coming out of the shadows has changed everything. To you, Grace and Freddy, how do I thank you?
I think you just did. You trod the path well, okay?
You cast a spell.
Woohoo! Yeah, we helped the man bull
Wow,
win the heart of a goth
was
girl. Way to go!
You felt this way the entire time, Asterion, and you said nothing?
I didn't think I was worthy. I mean, look at me. I'm only, half a man.
You have been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Asterion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more. As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass.
You're welcome. Wait, yeah, wasn't written?
I don't get it. Didn't you know this would happen? Wasn't it written?
Of course it was. It was also written that I would be unaware of Asterion's feelings until he spoke them to me.
But you knew that.
I follow the rules. It is written.
Girl. I don't know.
You have Freddy to thank. It was her idea.
A mortal with a clever idea. How novel.
Mortals being smart?
Thanks.
Who'da
You
thunk
will
it?
need to visit again in the future. There will be tea. Come, Asterion, I wish to speak of this further, and find an appropriate outfit.
Whoa.
Hey, wait for me outside, yeah?
Alright. Man, I don't know
How
how
long are we supposed to wait? It's been over an hour.
It's like, how
I'm
long
sure
do you
it's
think
fine,
it's gonna
Grace.
go?
I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise. Say, what'd I tell you?
Whew. You still here? I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
I bet.
Oh, I'll bet she did.
Yeah, well, Kate wants us to talk about our feelings more. And there, of course, was tea. Right, so I suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the reliquary that night.
She did what?
No, we didn't know anything about that. Do you mean the night she died?
Spill the tea, Asterion.
Oh, well, I thought you already knew. Yeah, the night Calliope died, she broke in somehow. Thing is, we know she didn't take anything or even touch anything. I just remember the alarms, and I chased after her.
Yeah.
How do you know Calliope didn't touch or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched.
Okay.
It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
Yeah, great. Nothing.
Athena got
nothing better
involved?
than mad
Yeah,
Greek
when Kate finally
gods.
told her, Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
Okay. So, yeah, so Athena, who's super sus, I feel still.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's, she's not the chatty type, you know?
I know. Pretty sus,
She
man.
came in all quiet and cool, wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
Fair point.
Did you say the reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. You know, magic.
I don't know magic, actually.
Oh, well, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. It was set off, so something happened in the reliquary. We just, don't know what exactly.
Okay. Yeah, how'd
Those
she get
alarms
in
don't
then?
go off if someone breaks into the reliquary? They don't detect intruders?
Well, normally nobody does that.
Well, Calliope did. She got in somehow.
She must have snuck in the back way. Where do you think I keep running from? Whatever Calliope did here, it was enough to set off the alarms. That's all I know.
Uh-huh, and, did you ever
You chased
find her?
Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her. All I know is that she was hurt. Bleeding bad, but I don't know why. I wanted to help her, but she got away in the fog. Then I ran into Medusa.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what? Medusa?
Medusa.
Yeah. Well, she's not normally here. I think maybe she was chasing after Calliope too.
What was Medusa doing here?
She was chasing after Calliope too, I think, but she wouldn't say why. I asked. She never got into the reliquary though. She was just out here in the fog.
Interesting.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
Medusa. I love your British accent, man. How was she wounded?
How could Calliope have been wounded?
It couldn't have been Medusa, like I said. She never got close.
But Calliope was wounded inside the reliquary?
That's where the blood was. We don't have anything that would attack anyone, though.
So someone else. But they did it inside the reliquary.
If so, they vanished after.
I kind of doubt you have
relics are
stuff
there?
that wouldn't hurt
Maybe
people in
Calliope
there.
was looking for one, but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
Do you have the golden fleece, the shield of Zeus, the sword of Damocles? Is it suspended?
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So it's all real?
I can neither confirm nor deny any of that. All I know is that nothing got used and nothing got taken.
Oh, man. Well, thanks
This means
for your
Calliope
help,
came
man.
here the night she died. This is where she was attacked.
But we don't know by whom.
We know Medusa was here. She might even have been involved.
She's super scary, but, you know she works for Athena, right? I thought maybe that's why she was here, but Athena said she didn't know about it.
Interesting.
That does seem suspicious.
If that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone. Good luck, Muse.
Thanks for the help. I got to go be with my
Okay, there,
girlfriend
friendo.
now. I mean, I'm not mad. We made
I'm okay.
progress.
We learned a lot. I just wish I knew why Calliope was here in the first place.
Maybe that's a question for Medusa.
Sure, if only I knew where to find her.
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
I guess so. Next thing is to go back to Pan. Tell him his favor is done.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
It's like, come on, live a little, Grace. We just helped the man bull find romance through a impromptu
Pan.
musical number.
I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
Of course I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things? I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the reliquary.
That's pretty sus.
That's why you did all this? Because you wanted some book?
Not just some book, but a tome from the forbidden depths.
I doubt Hecate would be pleased.
Oh, most assuredly not. Neither would Athena, which makes it all the more delicious. I trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
Yeah, come on, man.
You know I did. Don't try to deny it.
I'm fairly certain I've yet to deny anything at all. Grace, if I didn't know better, I'd say you were being fresh.
Now's not
Go
the
ahead.
time to flirt,
Tell
goat
me it's
man.
a coincidence that you knew exactly where to send me.
You have no reason to be suspicious. I know nothing of what happened to Calliope at the reliquary. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
I'm not flirting with you.
I'm trying to, Pan, but you make this really hard.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Doubt. What a fascinating concept, and an excellent reason to
Bruh,
hesitate.
come on, just
Alas, it
talk
is
normal.
my burden to be forever condemned by my idle brethren. I've become accustomed to it. Truly.
I mean, you're condemned because you
never lied
talk
to
in
you,
these
Grace.
vagaries all the time.
And I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
And if I can't accept that? If I find out you're somehow involved in this?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see what
Oh my
takes
gosh,
us.
Pan, can you just talk normal for one? Just give a straight answer for once. You're the
We'll see
you
where that
suck,
takes
man.
us. Pan, you are just the worst.
Aren't I, though?
Yes.
You could live the high life, Grace. Throw caution to the wind. Embrace what you can before you...
Before I die? You don't have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
You'll want to find Medusa, I suppose.
She was at the reliquary, but you already knew that.
You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest.
Yeah, that's on the nose.
Give her my regards. But do be careful if you call on her, Grace. Medusa is a hideous monster and should be treated as such.
We'll see. We will see. After all, Asterion getting fair play here, not just like, oh yeah, what a monster. Roar. In this case, Medusa, we'll see. I'm curious. I'm curious how they will treat Medusa, because she also has gotten, somewhat more of a favorable, re-examination over the years in recent times. Fate, Grand Order, again, being one of the ones I can think of offhand, where they're much kinder. But in general, it's like, yeah, you know who else was a victim? Medusa. Because in some of those cases, I have seen two variations of her becoming Medusa at this point, and it's bad. Either way, it is either one, Poseidon does what he does to her at Athena's temple, and you either have Athena transforming her into a Gorgon because she's pissed about that, or the one much more charitable, recent interpretation I've seen was Athena transforming Medusa into a Gorgon, so she'd never be, taken advantage of ever again like that. But then, of course, Perseus has to come and, whoopsie daisy, need this head. So, based on the nicer treatment of Asterion, I'm gonna guess maybe a little in between here as far as how she's treated. Now, the fact that she's working for Athena seems to offer the slightly more charitable interpretation of those events, but we'll see. Pan was also just kind of like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, she is a monster. So, fuck it, back to Freddy. Freddy first.
Hey, so what's the news, Miss Muse?
Miss Muse.
Well, does a muse have a proper form of address? I just want to hear what exciting adventures you've been having. Everything else okay, though? Do we know who the killer is yet?
Not just yet, no.
Nope.
Okay, well, let me know if there's anything I can do. If I have to hustle to become your high priestess, well, so be it.
Yo, Freddy, you rule. How are our bandmates?
What are Kaz and Brian up to? You didn't tell them anything, did you?
Oh, I told them you came home, that you're okay, but that you're having a moment. They send their love.
Should we tell them, do you think?
What for? They have their own problems. Plus, Brian can't keep a secret to save his life, and Kaz is officially homeless.
Is he still crashing on Brian's couch?
Grace, you do know that Brian doesn't have a couch, right? Just some giant beanbag things?
What does
Where is
being
Cass
homeless have to do with keeping secrets?
Yeah, it's cute. They'll tell us when they're ready. But right now, it's best just to not mix them up in this.
Brian and Cass sleeping in a tree. Or a beanbag, I guess. I almost said K-I-S-S-I-G. Okay, enough, fool. Leave the singing to the characters.
Exactly how much do you know about the Greek gods, Freddie?
I mean, she knows a lot more than you,
I know my
girl.
Greek mythology, but what I've read clearly doesn't line up with who they are today. Or who they ever were, maybe.
Still might be useful. There's got to be some truth to those stories, right?
Maybe? Who do you want to hear about?
I mean, girl, you did know that Asterion was the Minotaur, so it's all good. How about Sad Surfer Boy?
What about Apollo?
Okay, so the prophecy stuff checks out. Apollo was god of the sun and light, but also kind of enlightenment in general. He's always talked about as this beautiful and cultured god involved with the arts and the muses, kind of a Renaissance man before the Renaissance.
He's clearly had a rough time since those days.
He looks like
he was
shit.
also a giant horn dog, Grace. I can list off like a dozen men and women Apollo has had as lovers, and there's probably more.
Weren't they all like that, though?
Yeah.
I mean, Apollo's no Zeus. He never assaulted anyone as a swan. And no, they aren't all like that. Our sun god had a reputation.
I guess. I was gonna say, I was like, I'm with Grace here. Weren't they all kind of horny? Alright, what about
Tell me what you know
Persephone?
about Persephone.
Honestly, she's the least like her stories. Usually, she's either a victim or just the wife of Hades, or both.
And that's it? She was kidnapped by Hades, end of story?
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty
Her
much.
mother was so angry, she created winter. But otherwise, Persephone was just your average sweet and virginal fertility goddess.
You're right, that doesn't sound like her at all.
Must be hard to be defined by this one thing that happened to you thousands of years ago. I'd be pissed if everyone thought my story ended there.
Well, she is pretty pissed. That much
You
is true.
ladies need to go play Hades and see what that's all about.
You said Pan was some kind of lust god, right?
Yeah, kind of. Pan's a god of the wild, and I guess that translates into sort of lustfulness and earthiness, humping nymphs in the forest sort of thing.
And you don't like him.
Honestly, he's exactly what I'd expect him to be. All the stories say he's a lech and a beast. The Christians equated him with the devil.
The
Weirdly, he's also
devil.
the only god who's supposed to have died, though it's never really clear how or why.
Oh.
Anyhow, there's a great statue depicting Pan having sex with a goat. Next time you see him, you gotta ask him about it.
Oh gosh, she's like, yo, how about that?
Do you know anything about the Muses? Or Calliope in particular?
Yeah, for starters, there were supposed to be 9, though I guess there are some sources that said there were only 4, maybe 3. Each of the muses had her specialty. Did you know that Calliope is supposed to be the muse of epic poetry? She inspired the Odyssey.
Wow. I don't even like poetry.
It was said her singing voice was unmatched.
What a
You
reaction.
got that part right, at least.
Did she also lead the ancient Greeks in giant choreographed dance numbers?
You don't know.
No, but she once turned a bunch of snobby princesses into magpies.
You don't know
so
if she
there's
didn't do that. Could have been like Disney's Hercules. Could have had Zero to Hero playing back then.
What about Athena? Is she really supposed to be the goddess of wisdom?
Sure, but mostly that's meant as tactical knowledge. Athena wasn't all sweetness and light. She was a warrior goddess.
Yep, that's all
She was
true.
also the goddess of heroes. There are loads of stories where Athena helps guys like Odysseus or Jason or Perseus.
No female heroes back in those days?
Yeah, I guess not. Women were the weaker sex, which maybe is why Athena was portrayed as being vindictive. She cursed Medusa, one of her own priestesses. She turned people into spiders, struck them blind, started the Trojan War. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Not
that's
being
true.
as wise as advertised is on brand for her then.
y'all ladies need to look up the story of Atalanta then. The cool, archer girl who was, had the blessing of Artemis and maybe got turned into a lion at the end of her story. But she's cool! So there you go. One cool lady. Medea wasn't a hero, but she was a fascinating figure. There's interesting ladies, just not, the ones going on the quests necessarily, unfortunately. Are there any
Just
more
how many of
idols?
these gods are
Yeah.
there? From what I've heard, lots of idols live around here.
Well, there are tons of minor gods in Greek mythology, hundreds even, depending on how you define them. Oddly, there's never any mention of the word idols in relation to them. Maybe it's like how people worshipped idols?
Oh,
I
she
sort of
know
assumed it
Greek
was related to the
mythology.
eidolon.
Which is a Greek word, but I think it means ghost. An image of someone after they die.
Makes sense.
Me? I'm more amazed at all the big names missing. Not just Zeus and Hades, most of the Olympians seem to be gone. Makes you think about what's been lost, but also what might still be out there.
The game is definitely, not featuring too many of the big hitters necessarily, when it's like Apollo and Persephone being two of the biggest in the game so far. That's definitely not the
You think there might be other gods out there?
Well, there are all those gods the idols say wandered off. We don't know they're dead for sure, right? They could be living it up in Australia. Who would know? Then there are all the other mythologies, hundreds of cultures, each with their own pantheon. So what's so special about the Greeks? That only their gods are real, right?
Right.
All those other pantheons could be living in secrecy, just like the idols. And that means they're hidden from each other, too. Oh, they could be everywhere and no one would know.
Man, Fate Grand Order going
It's like
nuts.
a whole other secret side to the world.
Yeah, that's cool, right? I hope I get to meet Ganesha one day. Or maybe Lakshmi?
Girl, you're
I wonder how
cool.
much of those stories are
Freddie,
true.
you're great. She's just like me for real, for
Say,
real.
I'm giving
Mythology
you the quick
rules.
version. There are reams of textbooks out there covering all this, but even they rarely agree with each other.
Really? Nothing definitive?
Girl, do you know how
Ancient
old
Greece
these stories
was
are?
3,000 years ago, Grace. Not much information survived all that time, if it was even valid to begin with.
Yep. And of course, Grace, the other problem is these stories didn't start written down. They were told orally many, many times over and over before eventually we had writing and they got written down. So who knows how much they changed just from the original tellings, even then, to the writings. Who knows? Who knows? Sorry about the band, though, girl.
I should really apologize about the band. This kind of puts a dent in your plans, doesn't it?
You're right, Grace. How dare you sabotage my dreams? I am so mad I could spit.
Freddie
You know
rules.
what I mean. Nobody could have seen this coming, sure, but it's always been something with me.
Well, as I see it, there are two ways this goes down. One, neither of us gets back to the band. It was just a thing we did for a while before I founded a cult in your name. Or two, we get back to it and the band now has the Muse as its lead singer. Edge of Elysium becomes the coolest and most appropriate band name ever.
Oh, Freddie's great. She's
really hate
ride
that
or
name.
die.
Look, Grace, you can't be the source of all the drama and name the band, okay? That's the rule.
Oh, what a great
You know what I
friend.
find weird? That the idols have managed to remain completely secret all these years. Sure, they have magic and whatnot, but in all this time, nobody's found them out? Athena is that good?
Who says nobody has found them out? The way I see it, it's like UFOs.
Okay, I have to hear this.
Okay, so you could have real evidence that UFOs exist and that governments have covered it up, and
let's
people
not get
still
into the
wouldn't
conspiracy
believe it.
theories, Freddie.
Why? Because they'd get laughed at if they admitted it. Imagine the headline: Greek gods exist and are living among us.
Among
what
us.
website would even run that?
Weird conspiracy ones. Yeah, you're right.
All right.
Okay, that's enough questions for now.
You sure? I can talk all day. You know I can.
I'll check back with you soon, Freddy. Time for more mystery solving.
Yes. More mystery time. There's Aphrodite's party or Medusa's lair. Medusa's lair sounds way more exciting, so let's... I mean, more dangerous, but let's go. What's the worst that could happen? This is a role-playing game, not a fight
This must
scary
be the
monsters
Viper's
game.
Nest. Scariest part of town, no sign. Just that one dude glaring at everyone. Well, I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
Oh, there you are. Man, this place is the worst. I think someone peed on me.
What?
Freddy? What are you doing here?
What, you thought I wouldn't notice you skulking off? You didn't even bring any equipment, Grace.
Yeah, like Freddy rules. She was like, "Oh, we gotta go deal with Medusa, huh? Let me bring my morning star that I just happen to have."
Freddy, please tell me you don't think you're some kind of adventurer.
I'm sorry. Are you not about to head into a monster's lair at great personal peril? What else would you call that?
She's got a point. She's
You're
got a point.
such a dork. I adore you.
Good, because I'm not about to let you wander in there without backup. Who knows? Maybe the stuff I know about Medusa might actually apply. Well, that'd be a switch.
Yeah, of course. She's like one of the ones most where I'd feel like, I really hope what you do know is not true, because the whole turning
think she
people to
actually
stone
turns
thing would
people
be
to
really
stone?
dangerous.
Let's hope not, or this could be a short visit. A really, really long one.
I'm serious.
Perseus used a mirror to reflect Medusa's gaze back at her. Oh, maybe you could use your phone.
You think that would work?
Does the phone count as a mirror?
Unless you brought a mirror, Grace, it's all you got.
Like, selfie, I guess. What else you know?
Okay, I'll bite. What do you know about Medusa?
Well, you know she was human once, right? And she was cursed.
I did know that.
Not really, no.
I rambled about it.
Cursed by Athena. Or so one of the stories goes, anyway.
But doesn't she work for Athena?
Hey, don't look at me. My knowledge of this stuff stops at a few thousand years ago.
She was once human, but she's definitely a monster, right?
Yeah, one of the worst. But you know, so was the Minotaur.
And he was a big
Asterion said
softy,
she was
so...
scary. I have a feeling she's not like him.
Oh, yeah, that is also a good point.
Then I guess you need to be prepared for the possibility that she is as bad as the legends say. Though some of the stories also say that she was wronged by Athena and that what was done to her was an injustice.
Hell
And
yeah.
Athena just follows the rules, right?
I know what I'm talking
Okay, enough
about.
talking. Time to do this.
You have a plan for how we're getting inside, I hope?
Maybe. You're here to help?
Always.
Then I have a plan.
Ooh. Ooh. What do we do? I wonder. Let's try distracting him. Oh, what? There we go.
Hi, this is where the comic convention is, right? I hope I'm not too late for the signing.
Ma'am, I'm afraid you have the wrong address.
What? No. Oh, God. No. No, that can't be right. Do you understand the indignities that I have endured? The weird looks, the body odors. Someone spilled coffee all over my cosplay outfit. No, no, do not tell me that I got
just
it
keep
wrong.
him
I spent
busy while I look
$50 on this
around.
ticket. I demand my personal photo.
Oh, good job, Freddy. That was the world's dumbest guard falling for that, but hey, good job, Freddy. I appreciate the help.
What a long day. Hiding in the light.
Oh, damn. She's just starting off with the singing, huh? We're not even gonna have any build up to that otherwise, huh? Why is she looking like Melina from Mortal Kombat?
Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl, and take your seat. Oh, it's the muse. There are sacred bites.
Uh-oh.
And then there's this sacred bite. So wrong, so right. I'm really gonna hate myself too.
you know, hey man, she was ready to sing already. Let's just go for it. Bring it on.
Let's play. I'm sure you can bite, okay, but you get a fight today. You're fighting Grace this time, and this time's mine. This time.
For centuries, these heroes got sent to me. Each one of them bent to me.
Not meant to be this time.
This time and all time.
This time's mine.
This time's mine. This time's just
This
like
time
every time.
is mine.
Now look into your body.
Well, that didn't work out very quickly. Whoops. Uh-oh.
What'd you say, Grace? You okay, Grace? Where's the game face this time? You are currently experiencing something I like to call the preparation. Any questions or comments? That's right, it is widely known that I can turn folks to stone. But oh, I won't this time. Because this time I find dine that oozy blows my wine this time.
Okay. That's a terrifying but smart
She's looking away.
reinterpretation of Medusa turning people to stone. Oh, not stone, just paralyze them to eat them. Ugh.
Finally, some stakes. Only I think. What a difference an actual monster makes.
Get ready for therapy via song, Medusa.
Tina made you like this.
She was mad at me. So,
Well, why was she mad?
she said I'd been bad.
Had you been?
No. Now look into me.
Listen, Medusa. She's ashamed of what you do, but she never stops using you. Hey, I'd be a monster too. I'd be like you, big time. And it's time to realize you're the victim of a
You're
crime.
lost, little girl.
Uh-oh.
No more Hail Marys.
Can't we bond over trauma,
We both
Medusa?
know the victim's you, the monster's me.
You don't know, you don't know.
You know that you didn't.
Kill Calliope. So you know that it's true that I didn't do it.
No.
Yes, you do know, you know. Does that mean Athena knows?
No. Fine grace, I would take.
Just like fate made you, fate played me. Just like
I won't see what your eyes see when you look at me. Don't look at me.
Hmm? Uh-oh. Oh. Oh.
You think that will hurt me, child? You have not done your homework.
Freddy, you are the realest.
Sorry, just trying to get your attention. Yeah, I've been watching, and I'm willing to bet you can't turn me to stone before I burn your snakes off.
It's okay.
Stand down, Freddy. Let's give Medusa some space.
Yeah, okay. I'm watching her.
I like the gusto, Freddy, but chill.
You ready to talk?
Fine. Fine. What exactly is it that you want, pretty muse?
What? Yeah, why were you at the reliquary?
the night Calliope was murdered. I want to know why.
Blast! This is why I didn't tell Lady Athena. I knew it would come back to haunt me. I only followed pretty Calliope to the reliquary. I never spoke to her, never even caught up to her. I swear it.
Okay.
That's what Asterion
but
told us.
Why?
But you were there that night.
Yes, I admit it. Ugh, Lady Athena will have my head. She'll mount it on a pike. Whatever you might think of me, I had no part in the Muse's death. I did not even know she'd been attacked until I saw her fleeing.
Okay. Why were you
followed
following her?
Calliope to the reliquary. Why were you shadowing her at all?
I am Lady Athena's spy master, yes. Calliope has been trouble from time to time.
So you were spying on her.
I keep watch over every idol who no longer lives in Olympus, but especially Calliope. When I realized she was headed to the reliquary that eve, I followed. I had a duty to Athena.
Uh-huh. And why was
Did
she
you
there?
ever find out why Calliope went there?
I was never close enough to ask. When I drew near to the reliquary, that is when I saw the Muse fleeing. She was frightened, bloodied, dying.
Let me guess, that made you hungry.
I gave chase, yes, but to discover the truth. I knew Lady Athena would wish to know.
Does make sense from your perspective.
I didn't learn the truth until later. And then it was far too late.
Yeah.
Asterion said he caught up with you out in the fog. Is that right?
I thought he was the one who had attacked her. He is a great beast of a creature.
Nah, girl, he's a big
He
softy.
killed Hecate's cat by accident. But this still seems hard to believe.
Yeah, also, how did
Yes,
he, how did he
I
actually
only realized my
get the
mistake
poor
once I caught
kitty?
up to him, and by then the Muse was gone.
And you never found her afterwards?
I thought she might flee to her pretty home, or to the sharp and prickly Persephone. But she did neither.
Yeah, she came to see me.
Yeah, and then she died.
You haven't told Athena any of this?
Do I need to light things up again? 'Cause I'll do it.
I told her Calliope was at the reliquary that night. I did not tell her I was also there.
Why not? Wouldn't Athena find out from Hecate anyway?
I was not thinking clearly. I panicked. Lady Athena barely tolerates my presence as it is. If she thought I was involved in any way, if she even suspected.
Yeah, Athena kind of sucks, man. in this.
Why should we believe you? You did just try to eat me, remember?
Also fair.
I am telling you the truth.
Right, and not at all trying to cover your own ass.
You presented an opportunity. Oh, to taste the sweet, sweet blood of a hero once again. It's a problem. I've been working on it, I really have. I know it's hard to believe what a monster tells you, but it is true.
Listen, sometimes women just want to have a little blood and drink that. You can't look down on them for it, you know? We support women's wrongs here at Lupo live stream.
Okay, let's say we believe you. For the moment.
Whatever you do, pretty muse, I beg you. Do not tell Athena of my indiscretion. Show mercy. I know what I am horrifies you. It horrifies me as well. I cannot help what I am. I did not ask to be cursed like this.
Yeah, true.
Indiscretion, huh? That's quite the word for it.
I cannot apologize for my hunger. I can only apologize that I am so very weak in the face of it.
Fair enough.
Think about it.
Yeah.
I am a lost and cursed thing. No idol. If Lady Athena should learn the truth,
Yeah, I'm not gonna rat you out. Athena sucks, man. I'm not gonna get you killed.
I hope you find what you seek, pretty muse. And that we meet again someday. and sing a different song.
That'd be nice. A song that's not about, like, you trying to eat me. That'd be good. Alright, what did we learn?
Pondering the big question, Grace. Do we actually believe her?
Hard to not believe her. We heard the same story from both Medusa and the Minotaur.
I believe her.
She could still be lying about why she was there or what she did after.
I don't know. Her fear just seemed real.
Yeah, I trust
So
her.
the hunt continues? Great. More adventures for me then.
You were awesome, girl. I was about to get, frozen to stone again.
Would you really have tried to burn Medusa's face off? With an aerosol can?
Hell yeah. One hint of googly eyes and...
What would I do without you?
You'll never need to answer that question, Grace.
Aww. Friendship is great. What nice friends. These gal pals.
Oh, if it isn't, the lovely Grace?
You knew. Right from the start, you knew Calliope was there that night.
Well, yes. She asked for the key and I gave it to her, no questions asked. I told you I didn't know what happened to Calliope, and that's the truth. I did not. So I nudged you in the right direction.
Yeah, always with the vague shit, man.
So you were what? Just trying to be helpful? You still aren't telling me something.
What possible reason would I have to...
Tell me, right now.
Ooh, yeah, nice. You tell him, Grace.
Medusa learned that Calliope was going to the reliquary because I told her. Now, before you say anything, I had no idea of the fate awaiting our dear muse. And you yourself said Medusa was not responsible. I simply had to know if I'd inadvertently, rather innocently...
Bruh. Bruh, come on.
Sold her out? She came to you for help, and you gave her whereabouts to the highest bidder.
I am trying to help, Grace. In my way.
Dude, your way sucks.
What do you mean, in my way? What way is that?
The way where I don't take all the blame.
What else will I discover, Pan? I'd rather learn it now than later.
I wish I could tell you, Grace. I truly do.
This man, well, nothing left to do but to go to Aphrodite's party. In the meantime, though, I am going to be right back. I gotta go get some more water, use the bathroom real quick, so BRB, give me like 5 minutes at most. Be right back. I'm back. Hello. Let me untangle my cords real quick. Oh. Party. Party time. Go, go, go. Woo! Here we go.
Fancy party? Check. Bunch of strangers? Check. Grace totally not dressed for the occasion? Check. Now, if only I knew what I was supposed to be doing here.
And Grace, you've been wearing the same
Grace,
cool
you
goth
made
girl
it. I'm
outfit
so
the whole
glad. I was
time.
beginning to wonder.
You didn't say this was a fancy party. I feel a little underdressed.
Girl, he's got his whole chest
Grace,
bared.
look at me. I didn't even button up my shirt. It's fine.
Why is everyone so quiet? You'd think someone died.
I should have told you about this earlier. I've been putting it off.
Yeah, that's
I don't like the
insane.
sound of that. What am I missing?
What didn't you tell me?
You don't have any of Calliope's memories, right? No deja vu recollections that aren't your own?
No. Should I
Excuse me.
have?
Not right away. For a while, you won't remember anything. We call it the veil.
Uh-oh.
In time, the veil will start to lift, slowly at first, but eventually you'll remember almost everything Calliope did.
Seems like the sort of thing you should tell a new
Yeah,
idol.
that feels like a really important
New
detail.
idols are usually chosen. You would know about this already, except
Except Calliope was murdered.
Hmm.
well, remember how old we all are. There are so many memories. So the veil lifts gradually to protect.
What the
Eventually,
hell,
it's
man? I
like a
just got
flood.
water.
It becomes difficult to separate what's you and what's them, and all who came before them.
Yeah, it'll be fun,
I
man.
have a hard time believing I'll forget who I am.
You won't stop being you. You'll just also be everyone else who isn't you.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
I understand. Take some time to let it sink in. If you like, we can talk about it later.
What does this have to do with the party?
Aphrodite hasn't been the same since we came to the New World. She has horrific memories of what she endured during the war.
The war? What
Passing
war?
on her eidolon is a way to forget for a while. That's what this party is for.
Wait a minute. Yeah, she's gonna
When you
die?
say she's gonna pass on her eidolon, you mean
She's going to die, yes, and pass her soul on to a chosen successor.
in front of everyone?
We're here to help, Grace. To make it easier for Aphrodite to do what she feels
Jesus,
she
this
must.
got really dark really quick.
We're here to say goodbye. At least for a while.
I feel like this is, like, granted, I'm not living with millennia of PTSD, but this feels like a really, really short-sighted way to solve that problem.
This isn't the first time Aphrodite's done this. She's held this kind of gathering before, right?
This is her fourth, I think, perhaps fifth.
So every time the veil, whatever you call it, when it starts to lift,
Aphrodite's memories return, and eventually it is too much. We gather to pay our respects and to honor the past. Well, she still remembers it.
Yeah, this idea seems... I bet Calliope did not like this
Wait.
idea.
Calliope refused to come to these parties. That's what you said.
She refused on principle. Everything Calliope did was on principle. She believed Aphrodite was indulging her sadness, wallowing in it. She thought Aphrodite should try harder.
I mean, I don't
It
know
was a point of contention between them.
I don't know if I would tell a depressed person just
Aphrodite
try
would be grateful you're
harder,
here.
but
Trust me.
this party doesn't really seem like a good idea either, do
Do
you?
you support what Aphrodite is doing here?
It's not my choice to make, Grace.
Yeah, but you must
That's,
have an
yeah,
opinion.
that's not an answer, man.
Eventually, you will remember what we experienced during the war. And eventually, you will remember that what Aphrodite experienced was far worse. If this is the mercy she requires, I will not tell her she should not take it.
No, I can't comprehend it, so
I don't know,
like
Paulo.
it.
I don't like the whole idea.
You want her help, don't you?
Yes, but
At least speak with Aphrodite before you make a final decision. She's not here just yet. Until she arrives, I suggest mingling.
Mingle at this party where someone's gonna give up their
Talk to
soul?
Eros. Or we can talk more if you like. Just try to relax, Grace.
sure, yeah. Relax. That's what this party is for, right?
Yeah, man, this sucks. What's up, Zaddy? I can't believe. I mean, I get it, but
Hey,
just.
Eros. Nice to. Oh. Okay.
Aphrodite will be so happy you're here. It means so much you have no idea.
Are you
okay, man?
okay? You seem a bit.
Depressed?
Every time she does this, I don't know how to handle it. I almost want to run upstairs and demand she stop. Remind her that this never works. Sorry, I shouldn't unload on you. It's been a bad week.
Bro. I mean, I do feel for you, like. Jeez.
No, it's okay. It sounds like a bad
This
situation.
is a really bad situation.
I guess you wouldn't know much about it, would you? I take care of Aphrodite. Ever since we came to the New World, I'm with her. Every single day.
Oh, I'm mama's boy. Isn't that nice?
I'm there for the nightmares, the panic attacks, the days she doesn't even remember the war's over. And now I'm arranging her gathering again, so she can die again. And I'll watch it all again.
Yeah, dude. This sucks. That's a real, like,
Is there no
holy
other way?
moly.
Does Aphrodite really need to?
To die? I've asked that so many times. She's tried magic, drugs, psychotherapy, meditation, everything we could possibly think of. But for a while, she'll deny anything's wrong. It all seems fine, and I start to hope. Maybe this time will be different. Then the nightmares begin, and the memories return. More with each passing day until...
Yikes.
I hate it, but I see her agony. I can't deny her this.
That's some hell of a PTSD. Yeah, isn't this like, you know?
Maybe I just don't understand, but isn't this like suicide?
Some of the idols have committed suicide. They let themselves die without passing on their eidolon.
What happens?
What you'd expect. They're gone. Forever. Mother says she can't do that. She won't. Not until she sees Hephaestus again, I suspect.
Where the hell's Hephaestus?
Not that what's happening here is anything casual. She still has to die for a while.
Yeah. What gave her this
Is it okay if
crazy
I
amount
ask
of
what
PTSD?
happened? I don't mean to pry, but I'm new. I really don't know.
I know, but it happened to Aphrodite, not me.
That's
It's not
fair.
my story to tell.
That's fair. Eros, you're a good guy. Well, yeah, what if I could help?
If I know what she was dealing with, I might be able to help.
Could you? I suppose it wouldn't hurt.
True, I could.
What happened is that Brother Ares happened.
Uh-oh.
He missed out on the first world-spanning war, you see. So he was damned if he'd miss out on the next one. He found some jackbooted mortals, so full of themselves and their supremacy. And he told them about the idols. Then they came for us. Took us completely by surprise. Some they killed, but Aphrodite, her they captured.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, indeed.
Aphrodite was captured, but she's here now. So she must have escaped.
She didn't. Do you know the name Hephaestus?
No. Should I?
God of smiths. He could make anything, any tool or weapon. He was Aphrodite's husband, and he adored her. When he found out the mortals were torturing her, he went mad. He was determined to save her.
Wait, they tortured her?
Nothing extreme, I'm told. They were too frightened, but they were also determined to wring every last secret out of her. So, who knows how long that fear would have lasted. Thus, Hephaestus made a deal.
Uh-huh. Which was?
With the, jackbooted guys.
No. With their enemies. That's what saved her.
Yeah, what's the deal with the deal?
Survived.
It's how we all survived. It's what brought us to the new world. Hephaestus saved us all. We never saw him again. That was the deal. He would leave, make their precious weapons, and never look back. Aphrodite never even got to say goodbye.
Oh.
It's funny, because Aphrodite didn't even like Hephaestus when they were married. She seemed to resent every minute.
Well, I guess that part was unfortunately true to the myth.
Now he's all she can think about.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't ask, but is there any way to change Aphrodite's mind?
I'm not really a fan of this man. Can we stop this? You know?
If only. She'll ask you to use your power as part of the celebration. Could you use it to inspire her?
I can't force anyone to do anything they don't want to, Eros.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm asking. I believe that deep down, she doesn't want to do this any longer. She must see it isn't working.
Hopefully.
She just needs the strength to try. Or I hope that's all she needs.
I mean,
I'll try.
I'll do my best, man.
Do some good.
I don't know if it will. I just find it hard to believe it could get any worse.
Never say never.
Famous last words.
Tell me about it. Do whatever you think is right, Grace. And thank you.
Yo, Eris is like the best character in this game. He rocks. It's fascinating, these conversations with him.
I know all these people, Grace. For as long as I can remember, I've known them. Yet sometimes I feel like I don't know any of them at all. Or they me.
Oh, you're so deep, man.
You don't enjoy these family gatherings, do you?
Are they family gatherings? Like the sort mortals have?
You call each other sister and brother and mother.
Well, yes, but...
And you've been together like 100 times longer than I lived with my family.
She's got you there, man.
All you're missing is a drunk uncle everyone has to apologize for.
Oh, you mean Dionysus?
That would be Pan. But yes, I feel very much out of place.
Why is that exactly? Wouldn't you feel more like you belonged after 1,000 years together?
Is your assumption that all those centuries bring great wisdom?
Don't they?
We get older. We have more to forget. We hold grudges longer, but wiser. No. Not so far.
I spoke to Eros. He's pretty broken up over all this.
Oh, poor Eros. Each new successor, his hopes rise
I mean,
up once
I'd be
more.
really depressed if
And then
that
he
was my
watches
mom.
the new Aphrodite crumble, piece by piece, only to start all over again. It's so different from the olden days. Once he was the eternal disaster, and Aphrodite kept constant vigil over him.
Maybe he feels like he owes her.
I think he's followed her into a dark void, and somewhere deep down believes he deserves no better.
I should get back out there.
Oh, jeez, that was awkward. Bye. We just gotta wait for this party to get started. Alright, here's the current Aphrodite, and I guess...
My family. Having you all here, gathered once again to see me off, it moves me. More than I can say. My loves, my darlings, my dearest friends.
This girl in the wheelchair's the new successor?
And you. Oh, my dear sweet thing. I dare not hope that you, with all your troubles, might sing me to my sleep. Yet here you are. Yet here she is.
Alright. Making a good impression already.
It's lovely to meet you, Aphrodite. Properly, this time.
Yeah, not where everyone's trying to kill me.
Yes. Poor Calliope. Such a loss to us all. I shall miss her dearly. To have come so far, only... No, it doesn't bear thinking about. It's too much.
Is this Grace, my lady? The new muse?
Oh, what manners I have. Grace, Grace. Meet the lovely mortal woman who shall tonight become the new me.
Hi, my name's Venus, and yes, it really is Venus. Nice to meet you, Grace.
Oh, I just realized, yeah, because Venus being the Roman deity who was the counterpart to Aphrodite. Yeah, that's... She's like, man, this is on the nose. Yeah, you're okay with, you know, this?
Hi. So, you're okay with this? You know what's gonna happen?
Like, that's a lot,
Of course.
lady.
We've been working together, preparing for, what, 6 months now? Has it only been that long?
Must be nice to be prepared.
Ooh, I'm so sorry. Lady Aphrodite told me.
Girl, you're
I should've thought
fine.
about that.
There will be so much time for you lovelies to speak later. Now, we must prepare for my departure.
Yeah, can you help me
Are you sure
first?
we can't talk first? I really need your help, Aphrodite.
I know you do, my dear. I wish I could be there for you, but I'm afraid my time is up. But since you've shown such kindness in coming, I will ask Eros to make himself available to you afterwards. There's nothing I know that he does not. He is my son, my truest friend, my longest love.
I mean, Eros is...
Won't he be a little distracted?
Yeah, Eros is great, but...
Eros has been through this before, Grace. He knows what must be done.
Girl, you can't do this to him.
I was hoping I could talk you out of it, actually.
Oh, this is not going to go well.
Forgive my saying so, but you seem fine.
Yes, it might seem that way. Well, tell me, Grace, why should I let you try to talk me out of this, hmm?
Do it for your son.
Because Eros loves you? Do you have any idea what this puts him through?
I do know. I wish I could convince dearest Eros to find his own way, but he refuses to leave my side.
Okay, well...
My pain is his pain. The respite I seek is as much his as it is mine.
But girl...
Even so, tonight is not about the pain. It is about honoring the memory of what was while that memory still persists. Go, enjoy the gathering, Grace. Tell me when you're ready to begin.
This is not going to be easy to convince her. Not easy at all. Like, jeez Louise, man. Need to talk to Venus more, like... What do you get out of
I
this?
want to apologize again, Grace. I really messed up.
Girl,
it
you're
looks like I'll be
fine.
doing that a lot.
Lady Aphrodite said I'm ready, but I don't know.
Don't worry about it. My foot has been lodged firmly in my mouth since this began.
It's a relief to know I won't be the only one. If I can ask, what does it feel like after it happens? Do you feel different?
I'm not sure. It happened so fast, I didn't know what to think. Calliope died, and then all this happened.
Yeah.
You didn't remember anything? About her? Who she was? She was just gone?
Yeah, girl.
Yeah. Isn't that the point of all this?
I just wanted to be sure. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it could be real.
You know, unfortunately, the whole point of this is Aphrodite gets to go, okay, I forget for however long, and then whoop.
Your name's really Venus, huh?
Everybody asks me that. Even the other idols. Maybe that's why Lady Aphrodite noticed me in the first place. She says it was fated to be. I say it's because my mama was a diehard hippie.
I mean, it's very on the nose, girl.
How do you know Aphrodite exactly?
So I was working at this homeless shelter, right? A couple of years ago. And she came in with one of the older residents. And she was there in this, like, amazing dress. And she's sitting with this guy and really listening to him. Like, they were old friends or something.
Ooh, who was it?
I just thought, what is someone like her doing in a place like this? So, I just went over and introduced myself.
And?
That's it? Just like that?
Yeah. She came back to the shelter a few times, but by then, I guess she'd taken an interest in me instead.
Okay, but really, girl, are you sure you're okay with
You
this?
said earlier you're okay with all this, but how can you be?
I saw a lot of people in crisis at the shelter. I knew something was wrong with Lady Aphrodite. She's in so much pain, Grace. She won't let you see how much. Eros called me one night desperate. She wouldn't stop screaming. She didn't know where she was. She's a good person, Grace. A good soul. She deserves mercy.
Okay, sure, but this is a band-aid solution. This is the 4th or 5th time she's trying this. I don't think it's gonna work out.
But don't you feel this is wrong? I mean, you're ending your life. It's like some kind of murder-suicide pact.
Yeah.
I don't think of it like that. Lady Aphrodite is not committing suicide, and I'm not being murdered.
Aren't you? Your life is ending. It's being taken over, swallowed up by Aphrodite's grief.
I'm becoming part of something bigger. Something amazing. Or maybe you're right. It'll be terrible. And I'll end up in so much pain I'll regret it.
So why go through with it?
Because Lady Aphrodite needs me. Maybe, just maybe, if I'm added into the mix of all the people she's been, maybe things will be different.
It's a nice sentiment, Venus. I don't think it's gonna be different. I think it'll be how it always be, unfortunately.
Back again.
Well, do you have anything new for me?
I don't think I'll have a chance to talk to Aphrodite. Not before...
You know.
You know.
I was hoping she might have spared a moment.
What should I do?
You have two choices, Grace. Either you do as she asks and sing her to her rest.
At which point Venus won't have Aphrodite's memories yet.
Or you somehow convince her to remain with us and hope she's grateful.
And doesn't regret it. Or get angry at me for ruining her party.
Oh, this is not...
What you feel is right. It's a risk either way.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
Have you spoken with Venus? She seems really...
Nice, earnest, a genuinely good person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's not an accident. Ever since the war, Aphrodite has sought out the kindest, the most innocent souls to be her successors. She chooses them because she believes that over time, It might make her a better person. A more worthy person.
Wouldn't it be better if she chose people who were, I don't know, more resilient?
I suppose that depends on your definition of strength, Grace.
I should get back out there.
Well, let's go. Let's stop this? But I'm gonna stop it. I'm not letting it happen.
I have tried so hard, fought for so long, but in the end, I must bid you all farewell once again. But before I go, I would like us all to remember the sacrifices that brought us here, to this strange new world. This time, it is with the help of our lovely muse that we shall be guided.
Yeah, you're not gonna like what I'm gonna do, lady.
Plague of hate was spreading, and there were vultures standing by. Before we fell to our knees begging, we fell from the sky. We let them rise, we let it happen. We waited far too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong, we were wrong. We sought shelter from the shadows, but were soon ripped from the dark. Those mortal souls that ended us were jealous from the start. They hunted me for power to fuel their psychopathic cause. And once they fell before me and worshipped all I was, they chased me down and threw me in a cage, held me prisoner for so long. I thought I'd win their hearts again. I was wrong, I was wrong. I see you have the power, it's a poisonous reward. My virtues only scorn me when I was once adored, loved by every mortal, then ripped from paradise. No one suffered greater till he made his sacrifice. The man that I ignored saved me when I fell. Yes, the husband I abhorred rescued me from hell. I thought it was a joke when it was said to me, he struck a deal with our enemy's enemy, made a secret weapon so my captors let me go. He gave up his freedom, leaving just a memory.
Are you telling me Hephaestus made the nukes for America? That's what it looked like.
I gotta say that I'm amazed I held my tongue for so long. Not such a fan of this old plan, but who's to say that you're wrong? Now should I gotta erase a memory when there's no chance of changing history? This guy that sacrificed his life so you can live in his place, wish he'd drop by, cause man, I die to see the look on his face. You try to hide from your reality, but then come back with regularity. And if you notice a disparity, then what's the meaning of his legacy?
everybody. Who gives a damn about your suffering? Who wants to see you be yourself again? Who feels your pain in case you're wondering? You got the time, but it's the stuttering. Everybody wants to see you fall in love.
Yo, this rocks. You tell her, Grace. Uh-oh. Well, she's pissed.
Shut it, or rain down from above, hate flooded into the drains. I feel nothing of love, only the fear of the chains. Over long forgotten stains. It's not my blood inside these veins. Only human remains. Calling forth. Everybody knows my pain is insurmountable. Everybody fights your attitude detestable. Everybody wants to hold themselves accountable. Everybody have you something more suggestible.
Oh, this song is awesome. This is my favorite song so far in the game. This one is great.
I never thought you'd let it get this way. I stood by watching what we've built decay. We're just pretending that the ending is near. Mother, isn't it clear? Your family's here. Everybody can see the agony you're going through. Everybody knows the goddess is inside of you. Everybody keeps repeating what they're meant to do. Everybody, I've got to stop it just to prove to you. Everybody wants to see you fall in love.
Everybody, who's gonna help me overcome the war? Everybody, who's gonna be there when I'm on the floor? Everybody, who's gonna cry when I walk out the door? Everybody, 'cause I'm not gonna do this anymore. Everybody wants to see you, wants to see you fall in love again.
Yo, that rocked. That was the best song of the game so far. I liked that one a lot. This has been a lot of good music, but I liked that one the most.
Mother, is it true? You've chosen to.
Live. I have chosen to live.
Yay. Yippee! I'm thrilled for you, Eros.
I'm so sorry, Venus. I made you so many promises, dearest, and I won't be able to keep them.
My lady, all I ever wanted was for you to be happy. If this is your wish, I'll be with you at every step.
Nice.
I as well. Always.
Venus is great. Eros
I hope none
is
of us
great.
regret this choice in the days to come. But thank you.
We did it. We stopped like the most depressing possible party ever.
It has to be better than doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
Does it? It could also be far worse.
Don't talk like that, Mother. We can fight this.
I'm so very tired, my loves. But I will. I'll try.
You gotta at least try, girl.
Now then, Grace. You needed my help. No doubt regarding Calliope's death. Have you any suspicions as to who might be responsible?
I'm not smart enough to have a theory.
Originally, I thought Medusa. Now I'm not so sure.
Right.
That's who I would have suspected. She's not right, and never has been.
Well,
Medusa was at the reliquary, but she says she never went inside, and I believe her. I think.
Medusa was never right because Athena sucks.
Calliope came to see us that night. She was agitated, frightened even, but she wouldn't explain why.
She said she had a plan. It must have been the reliquary.
But you saw her? Why wasn't this mentioned earlier?
Well, we knew something was wrong. We were concerned, but not enough to intervene.
Yeah, always the
If only we'd
case.
known she intended to go to the reliquary. How on earth did she even get in?
She used the key, the one Pan gave her. When Calliope arrived, she dropped it. Then she laughed and said she'd better not lose it because Pan won't give me another key to the reliquary. I didn't know it was important.
Well, there's your help, Grace.
Why was
can't
Venus
give you
the
any
only
better.
one paying attention?
Come now, Mother. It's time you rested. It's been a long night.
If I don't, I suppose you'll both gang up on me again. Very well.
That's how you deal with trauma. You find a loving, supporting group. Children who will help take care of you.
So, did they have anything helpful?
It just doesn't make sense. Pan sent me to the reliquary. If he's involved, why would he do that?
Well, maybe he was hoping you could prove his innocence.
Loving and
if you
supporting
found out
fruit.
What happened there.
Aren't you the one who first said he was
I mean,
guilty?
hey, that can help too.
Still. Are you all right, Grace?
Listen, I'm not going to yuck anyone's yum on how they deal with their trauma.
What Aphrodite went through, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about the life of an immortal. It never ends.
Yeah, that seems like it
Wow.
sucks, man.
Way to really sell it, Apollo.
You really are amazing, you know that? Every hurdle, every piece of unpleasant news, you just keep on going.
Because she doesn't
I
have
don't know how you do it.
depression like you, that's all.
Oh, you know, the usual. Beauty, youth, supernatural resolve. I got it all.
So it seems. I just wish I could see the world through your eyes. Next to you, I feel very old.
I mean... Oh. Oh, gosh. Well, this is where I break off, potentially, the Apollo path.
Is it really that bad? Being a literal god.
Yeah, let's play it
young,
neutral for
funky
now,
forever.
before I just
Not that.
shatter this man's
There are
heart
good things,
completely.
yes, but they come with the not so good things as well.
Such as?
Such as having the gift of prophecy and never being able to act on what you see. I tried and it only made things worse. So instead I tried to not want to try, and that's still not better.
Uh-huh. Well. Okay, boomer.
Hate to break it to you, Apollo, but there's about 1,000-year difference between us. You are old.
Ouch.
Maybe you should just try getting out there. I bet there's plenty even you haven't seen.
Yeah, you're probably right. I suppose you'll be headed home.
Or to look for Medusa. Yeah.
Then I'll see you soon. Take care of yourself, Grace.
Later, man. It's the end of our romantic arc. I gotta stick with my bestie who knows all about the mythology. Sees where it's at. Okay. Head back home for now. But surprises await.
Oh, hi, Grace. I can just call you Grace, right?
That's my name. Where's Freddy?
She went out to get snacks. We were gonna watch TV while we waited, but, well, here you are.
Uh-huh.
Waited. Were you looking for
Yeah,
me?
what's up?
All over, yeah. Athena sent me to find you, but it wasn't easy. Yeah, you must have been busy.
Yeah, because I stand trial soon.
Right. Right, that makes sense. Anyway, I guess Athena wants to talk? I can zip us over to Olympus anytime, if you're free.
Yeah, do I have a choice? Athena seems really
choice about
not
seeing
nice
Athena?
about this,
I'm
so...
not in the habit of being at anyone's beck and call.
I mean, I guess you could say no, but I wouldn't. If Athena wants something, she's gonna get it eventually.
Athena is so
She
sus.
has that look in her eyes, like she really wants to talk to you.
Yeah, she could always come here. Everyone else does.
Athena enter the mortal world? And now she doesn't do that ever. Can you imagine?
Everyone else does show up to my apartment.
How does Athena manage never entering the mortal world?
She doesn't have to, I guess. Everyone brings her everything she needs. And that creepy owl of hers? Apollo says it's her eyes out in the world. It's everywhere. Watching.
So what, she just never leaves the building?
She'll go to the reliquary and places like that. Just never where mortals are. She wears a toga and calls cars iron horses.
Okay, so she's the one I get to okay boomer.
So this is what you do? Ferry people around?
I'm the god of messengers, baby. Travelers, doorways, any kind of transition, really. The old Hermes said that the transition part made even more sense for me, which, you know, extra cool, right?
In case you didn't get it.
That's true.
In case you didn't get it.
I can connect any two doorways.
About their
anywhere,
pronouns.
just like that. So it's super easy to take people wherever. I don't mind.
Okay. Yeah, you knew the old one, though?
The old Hermes a lot. You knew him?
Yeah, I was homeless for a while. It wasn't a great time, and he took me in. Everyone's on the same journey, he used to say. Only the roads are different. And then he went on his journey. Man, I still miss him every day.
Isn't he still inside you? Aren't you kind of the same person now?
Not yet. It's only been a year. Maybe I'll feel him again one day. That'd be nice.
Okay, so this Hermes is super new to all this, too.
You say it's easy, but do you like doing all these errands?
Huh. Yeah, I never thought about it. It's nice to have a purpose. Athena is super sweet, and she has a big, important job. Why wouldn't I want to help her out?
Because she seems really evil.
Are you for real?
Oh, well, the old Hermes used to say that a willingness to serve is more important than a willingness to be served.
Yeah, okay, kid.
I suppose there's no point in putting it off. Do your thing. Take me to Olympus.
Okay. Oh, when you see Freddy, tell her I'm sorry I couldn't stick around for the movie. And mind if I say something?
Sure.
You've changed. I mean, from the person I met when I first came here. When, you know, you got it together really quick.
Thanks, I guess.
Well done, Grace. Now let's go to Olympus. Because we've met pretty much everyone at this point. Oh, interesting. So I started out with a kick-ass trait, and I get to choose a second one? I like the charisma ones. I feel like those have been the options I'd pick if I had the choice.
Do have a seat.
I prefer to stand, thanks.
As you like. You've certainly been busy, haven't you? Everywhere I turn, there you are. Including the reliquary.
Mm-hmm.
I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized it's off limits. Particularly for your mortal friend.
Sorry to be annoying.
I'm not annoyed, my dear. I'm concerned what new trouble you'll find in attempting to escape your old trouble.
Oh well, I'll try to die more quietly next time.
Damn.
You think our judgment was rash?
It was. In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder. In the
Yeah,
end.
but let me guess, ends justify the
I am
means for
sorry,
you.
Grace. You may not believe it, but I care deeply. I care about what happens to you and to all the idols.
You're not cool. You're not cool like Athena in Hades. You're like this. You don't care at all.
You care. About me? That's a laugh. You sit up here in your tower and whatever humanity you might have once had, whatever wisdom, it's eroded away to nothing. The only thing you care about is making sure it doesn't all shatter. Not on your watch.
Damn. Got her.
Zeus was the first to leave. King of the gods. And we don't even know what became of him. Vanished into the ether.
Yeah, who cares?
Poseidon was next. Walked out into the seas, never to be heard from again. Ares betrayed us. Hephaestus saved us. Hades was murdered. And by one of our own.
Hades kind of had
The
it coming.
list goes on.
Yeah, Hades got murdered by the woman he kidnapped, so, you know.
So you add to it. I show up and you kill me off because you can't be too careful.
Mm-hmm.
We are dying, Grace. I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean our immortality is disappearing. Very soon now, the idols will be no more.
Well, Grace is like in her 20s,
We are
so
a legacy that spans millennia,
she's done nothing.
dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate, even if it appears unfair.
Uh-huh. Well, I have the power of compassion now, so I'll be nice.
You feel responsible, don't you? For everything.
I am responsible. Aphrodite wallows in her pain, Apollo in his regrets, and Persephone in her bitterness. Every other idol of power is gone.
So there's only you. You have to shoulder the burden for everyone, like it or not.
I mean, she's choosing to be a martyr,
I'm sorry,
but
Athena. I had no idea.
They won't thank me for it.
I still don't trust her. Still think she's really sus. Compared to like every other possible killer on the loose.
All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is.
Can you please try to
If
prove
you
your
have any other
innocence in a
questions or
more calm
concerns,
manner?
Now's the time to
Nah.
bring them up.
Okay, yeah.
All right, let's talk about Medusa.
Met her, have you?
Yeah, can you uncurse her? How about
Is it
that?
true you can't remove her curse? Or is she just too useful?
I wish I could remove the curse. I'm afraid the Athena who bestowed it is long gone.
Mhm.
She was prideful, that Athena. As prideful as she was powerful, I'm ashamed to say.
Yeah, because you sure don't seem
Athena
prideful.
is responsible for everything she's done.
I am well aware, Grace. What is it that you would have me do exactly?
Fix the curse.
How about you stop treating her like a servant? Maybe send her somewhere she won't be tempted all the time.
Oh, well, if you happen to hear of a diet camp for man-eating monsters, by all means, do let me know. Now, if there isn't anything else...
Yeah, like I'm gonna, like,
What do you know
You're
about
not helping
Pan?
your case here,
Pan?
lady.
That's not a name I expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
I have some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he thinks he can get away with. Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
Yeah, I was a little late for that, unfortunately.
Okay, so you don't like Pan much. I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
We've all killed, my dear. I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
Another idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
Maybe?
I don't know. Maybe.
I've never thought of Pan as one who would deliberately provoke my ire. But if he saw enough profit in it, thank you, Grace. I'll add them to my list.
Whoops. I hope I don't get him in trouble.
Who has access to the reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Does it matter? You gained access, so clearly it is not difficult to get. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'll tell me who gave you that key.
Gave it to me. Athena, I had that key all along.
You what?
It's just like you thought. I used it to attack Calliope that night. Then I brought her back home to finish her off. A mortal with a plan, baby. Stole my way into godhood. Watch me roll.
Oh, probably
That's
not.
not funny,
Yeah,
Grace.
probably not the best to
What's funny
antagonize her, but
is that you thought I'd tell you
whatever.
without getting anything in return.
Yeah, you went there, huh?
Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true.
But...
Yet, Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal. One she knew.
I literally met her once
Perhaps the
before she
incidents
showed
are
up to my
connected,
apartment
perhaps
and
not.
died.
I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace. I'm sorry.
I don't think you really are.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
I am rooting for you, Grace. If there's another way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
Will you? Really?
Good luck. Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
Don't want your stinking cookies. Evil grandma energy.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Athena has always struggled in a crisis.
Well, that's a nice way of putting it.
Remember, she was a warrior. When pressed, she's always turned to that aspect, sought to maintain absolute control. It'd be hypocritical to say it's wrong of her. She's battled for me as much as for anyone.
Yeah, are
Do you
y'all
think she's
really
telling the
dying?
truth about the idols dying out?
Yes, though I find it odd she chose to tell you.
Maybe Athena thought, who'd believe Grace if she blabbed about it anyway?
Sadly, while I'd prefer to stay in her good graces, I doubt that will be possible.
Uh-oh, what now?
Uh-oh, what now?
You may not like this, but you need to go back to the reliquary.
Why?
What for? Is there something I need to ask Hecate?
Here's the thing. We don't know why Calliope went there, but it must have been important.
Okay, I'll bite. How would I find that out? You think she left clues?
Remember how I told you it'd be years before you got Calliope's memories back? Well, that's true, but not entirely.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Those memories are inside you. You go somewhere important to Calliope or touch something special to her, you will get flashes, feelings.
Do you want Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have deja vu?
Whatever happened to Calliope there, it ended her life. All we need to do is uncover those memories.
Okay. How, though?
Last time Freddy and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
Okay. Do you want to ask Athena for permission?
It just seems like a radical step. For you.
A week ago, I would have said that breaking into the reliquary couldn't be done. A week ago, I couldn't have imagined being here. My stance on a lot of things has changed. If you have another idea, however, I'm happy to go along with it.
Yeah, it's got alarms,
What about the
man.
alarms?
How are we gonna
I'm
deal
not
with
even
that?
gonna have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms. At least at first.
Well, I'll be following in Calliope's footsteps, won't I? What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them off?
Then the alarms bring Asterion and Hecate, and all three of us do a great deal of apologizing.
Let's just hope that's all those alarms do.
Will this work, ma'am?
You want me to wander around hoping something comes to me?
Am I sure? No. No, I'm not.
Of course not.
That's
Of course
comforting.
not.
What if Medusa is lying? What about Pan? We could look into him some more, couldn't we?
Oh, well, do you have a way we could look into those things without encountering even more lies?
Deja vu it is.
Yeah, what am
Let's
I looking
say
for,
do
man?
this. What am I hoping to find?
Some memory of what happened to Calliope, even a flash. Anything that gives us something to work with.
And if that doesn't happen?
Make it happen, Grace. As if your life depends on
Well,
it.
it does, so...
I can really see why the idols call you the cheery one.
I'm sorry, but why is she here again?
Is there really no other way? This seems a bit desperate.
I think that's kind of the point, Grace.
There isn't much time left, and I'm out of ideas that won't take more time than we have.
Well, there's always running, right? Grace leaves the city, goes on a world tour, becomes rich and famous. It's just me. Okay then.
Right then. Back to the reliquary it is.
Back to the reliquary?
Any idea how you want to do this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
Cool. I'm sure we can figure something out.
I can't go into the reliquary with you. Not without tipping off Hecate. But I won't be far. If anything goes wrong, I will come running. But even so, Grace, please be careful.
You know me. I'm always careful.
Come on, the time for adventure is now.
Be safe. Both of you.
Paul will be like, good luck, lesbians. I say we be honest with Hecate. After all, we helped her and Asterion get together, and she seemed pretty reasonable compared to some other people. I feel like that's the best option for now.
Ah, so that is now.
Oh, you were expecting us?
It is written that you would come, yes.
That is so cool. I kid you not.
Yet it was also written that you would sneak into the reliquary as Calliope did, so this encounter is unanticipated.
Yeah, I didn't want to sneak
I figured
in.
talking face to face would be more civilized and, you know, less dangerous.
Yeah.
I appreciate your motivation, though surely you cannot think mere etiquette will change my answer.
You owe me?
Didn't I make you and the Minotaur, well, happier?
You did. It is pleasant.
Isn't that worth anything?
This was true when you were here last, and yet I still considered my duty paramount.
I guess it can't be that pleasant.
My happiness is irrelevant. I am grateful for all you have done, but my purpose here cannot be so easily cast aside.
Man, Minotaur, riz her up harder for me, please.
Asterion said you don't know why Calliope was here, or what she did.
That is correct.
Don't you want to? Aren't you the least bit curious?
You could say it's your duty to find out, at least so it doesn't happen again.
Right.
That is an argument not entirely without merit.
Then let me try. I'll accept whatever conditions you want, Hecate. I'm begging you.
You will regret this. That is also written.
That is a yes.
Go quickly. Look, but do not touch. The reliquary stores many artifacts, some dangerous.
Only some of them, huh?
Got it.
It's a big library.
Okay, Grace. What the heck do you do now? Of all the times to not have Freddy around, she'd love this.
She'd
First
also
things
probably touch
first,
stuff she wasn't
how do I
supposed to,
do
though,
this?
so, you know,
Where do I even
better safe than
start?
sorry.
Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just focus.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I've definitely been here before.
May I offer you an egg in this trying time?
I don't get any feeling from that. Will I know it when I see it?
Mm-hmm. Not sure what the egg would be for. What about the trumpet?
Is that a weapon? A musical instrument? Maybe it's both.
How about the creepy mask?
What did Freddy say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go right?
Poseidon's trident, I presume?
Is this an armory, too?
What about his apple? Ooh.
Freddy? Are you out there?
Atalanta's apple.
Can you hear me?
I know that myth.
What am I doing? All that'll do is tell everyone where I am. They should really charge for tours. It's kind of amazing.
Am I going to go through everything before I find the correct one?
I don't even know what language that is.
Hey, it's all, I don't know either, Grace. It's all Greek to me. I'll see myself out.
Shouldn't that be in a museum somewhere? This is it.
I literally did look through everything. Damn it.
Standing right here. And she...
Oh, I don't know, Grace. Probably not a good idea. Oh.
Uh-oh. I didn't mean anything. I didn't even touch it, honest.
Yeah. It's, uh-oh. Three hot mannequins
Okay, then.
showing up.
What's happening? Why didn't it work?
Why the one kind of look like Lil Nas X in Old Town Road? It's the vibe I'm getting anyway from the one.
Oh. Grace? Freddy! We've got to run. My powers don't work on them. They just keep coming.
Freddy, I would not be dealing with these scary mannequins.
No, I won't let you.
Girl.
Freddy!
I could have told you that was a really terrible idea, but holy shit, that was quick. It was a lot faster than I expected. Well. Well, that did not go as you planned.
Oh God, Freddy.
They're just like, hey, we killed someone.
You summoned the
We're
Furies.
good. Let's go.
What?
Those beings were the Furies, beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here?
I didn't.
Those were the
There
Furies.
was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it.
That's a fun interpretation
there
of
was only
them.
one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
Interesting. Yeah, enough of that shit,
I
though.
don't care what brought them. They killed Freddy. You need to help her.
I have no power over life and death, Grace. None of us have that.
Well,
this was no defense
shit.
or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted. But now is when you leave. Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
I feel like it wasn't. Like, what the hell?
I'm not leaving Freddy. Not like this. All this magic. There has to be something. Don't tell me there's no way to undo this.
We have to leave. We have to leave now.
Bruh. Also, are we just gonna leave Freddy's corpse in the middle of the reliquary? Like, just call it a day there? Like, hello? Ooh, Act 3. We took the hat back, but not the body.
I'm sorry. I know what Freddy meant to you.
Not as much as her hat. Why did we leave her there?
It should have been me, not her. This was my fight, my problem. I'm already slated to die if anyone paid the price.
And repeat history? Would you rather have died there, passing your eidolon onto Freddy instead? Freddy gave you a chance. Gracie, is that what happened to Calliope? Was she attacked by the Furies as you were?
Well, it certainly looks that way right now, dude.
She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before they came.
Okay.
The Furies. Sent by the same person, I imagine.
Who, though?
Who could send the Furies after me? Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
Even in our prime, none of the idols had the Furies at our beck and call. I mean, perhaps Zeus, but he's long gone. I honestly didn't know the Furies still existed.
Clearly someone can do it.
I mean, unless they weren't sent. Unless they were responding to something else, something you'd done unwittingly. I'm sorry, I'm afraid your guess is as good as mine.
Thank you, Apollo, for your uselessness, as usual.
What are the Furies? They didn't seem like people.
They're not. Hecate called them embodiments of retribution, and I suppose that's the best description. They go back to the time before my memory. I was once told they were created to enforce the most ancient laws.
There are ancient laws now?
Decrees one couldn't break, written in blood. Laws even idols abided by in the days of old Olympus.
No littering. When the Dig Bar song comes on, you have to sing along. What else?
You can't have broken
I have to say, thank you, goddess, on International Women's Day. Those are three important laws I can think of.
If the Furies are so powerful, why did they stop? They just stabbed Freddy and left.
Yeah, what's up with that?
They're not assassins, Grace. They're enforcers of the old laws. I imagine they decided the debt was paid, whatever it was, when blood was spilled. The blood didn't have to be yours.
So if Freddy hadn't interfered...
Then they would have come after you. And they wouldn't have stopped until they were through. Not ever.
Okay. Yeah, what the hell's Calliope up to?
I know Calliope was there to use the mirror, but it was just feeling. I still don't understand why.
Well, apparently she wanted to speak to the Fates.
About
okay, but
what,
why?
though?
The Fates are primordial beings, like the Furies. They're said to control destiny. Perhaps Calliope wished to know her destiny. Or change it. I'm not sure.
Can these Fates really control the future?
They're tied into fate, as I am. Perhaps they're even where my power stems from, or how Hecate's books are written.
So someone really didn't want Calliope messing with that.
But who?
Apparently.
Who could be the
Fates?
top dog?
Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
I doubt it. If they didn't want to answer the mirror, I'm certain they simply...
The Fates are just enjoying their retirement.
I don't know what to do. We still have no idea why Calliope wanted to talk to the Fates.
Oh, hey, Persephone.
Why not ask them? You too have caused quite the stir. Hecate is beside herself, and Athena is out of her mind. Well done.
How long have you been listening?
Long enough to know that you need another way to speak to the Fates, unless you're planning on trying the reliquary again.
No, because that just seems to summon instant murder mannequins.
We'll find the truth on our own, Persephone.
If you sent Grace to wander about looking for Calliope's memories, you're already out of options.
Yep. So what's the other way?
What's this about some other way? What are you talking about, Persephone?
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time. I thought not. The Fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead.
Cool, cool.
What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
Ooh, reverse Hades. Break into Hades, not out.
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only Hermes.
They won't take you.
They might, if you ask them to. So your promise to help Grace was an empty one? Step up, for once, and do what she needs you to do.
Yeah, thank you, Persephone.
Get us there.
Tell this sad
I'll
sack
lead us to the throne, and Grace can
do his
speak with the
job.
Fates. It's simple.
Yeah, let's...
Okay. No need to keep selling me on it. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in.
You are?
Yeah. I need to punch something really hard. Or overthrow hell. I'm good with either of those things.
Did you see that, Apollo? You see, that is what a backbone looks like.
I can't. I'm sorry. But this is a step
Oh,
too
this
far.
is a step too far, man.
And consider this, Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies. According to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Hold on, wait. What does that mean? If her soul is in Hades, then...
It means the ruler of Hades can release her.
Yeah, let's go.
That's assuming everything remained as it was.
Let's go on this Orpheus-esque quest.
I'll get you into Hades.
Which will hopefully end better than it did for Orpheus.
If that's
I'll
what
just
you
do
prefer,
it.
by all means.
It's fine, Hermes. Get this over with.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Shall I wait here, or...
No. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
Oh, hey, if it isn't Apollo and Grace and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know.
That's a big-ass favor.
Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
This is pointless. They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything, and you want me to get in huge trouble, but for what?
Yeah, that would kind of suck for sure.
Freddie's dead, Hermes.
What? When did that happen?
She was killed by the Furies. That means she's in Hades. Probably. I have to try to find her there. You're her friend too.
Oh, that
I know you
perfect.
Don't want to abandon
Perfect.
her.
Okay.
Okay, get in.
Signal when you need to come back.
SpongeBob
sure?
opening up the coffin for
Feels like the right thing.
Squidward.
Be careful, Grace. And remember, the underworld doesn't give up its shades without a price.
I think I can tell her the rules, Apollo. Let's go.
Just like a man to mansplain to the woman who's in charge.
Welcome to the real underworld.
Kind of a dump.
Wow. It feels so empty. So lonely.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter.
Who's on the throne then?
A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my exile. I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
Oh, Pog.
Who is this Orpheus?
I mean, I know him, but I'll
Name
have
sounds familiar.
Grace get some
It
backstory.
should. His is a popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice, and left with nothing. Hades tricked him, you see. And with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
Did Hades trick him that
So
much, or
he's not a fan of yours.
could he just not help himself from turning
He's not
around?
a fan. No. Not that it matters.
You didn't think to mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an angry little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
Damn.
And what are we supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
That's what you're here for.
I'm gonna fight him?
Oh, you'll see.
Oh, a musical contest against Orpheus gonna be
So there's gonna be a fight?
tough.
Good. I need something to punch.
Don't get too excited, Grace. Orpheus is hardly a worthy foe.
Really? Even though he took your throne?
He took an empty throne after I left. That does not make him a king. Just someone else that's in my way.
Yeah, that's fair.
In our way, you mean?
Yes, in our way.
Options. Can I quit real quick? We're gonna find out because it is late, unfortunately, and it's, daylight savings time. Okay, it's to the back of that start. I see. Not the worst thing. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to call it here since we're in the start of Act 3, and I think things are going to get really juicy, it seems. Yeah, I'm liking this game a lot, though. This rules. This game is awesome. So yeah, looks like we're going to have some sort of big musical battle with Orpheus to take back the throne of Hades. That'll be cool. And hopefully solve this, murder mystery in the first place. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by. Gonna call it a night there. And I will see you all next time. Later.